Like he cross in.
Chance outside the box. Cross, but played it through. Forward. Anna in the middle.
May nag-iba. Ooh! Nila Digger into the middle. Good for Sidle South.
For sure. So obviously you have the player like Abusi. Like he has. And a quick goal. While we're in this conversation, by number 26, Leo Gabriel.
And that was an early goal. Strategies, but they do identify those triggers and
A goal. It's that through ball. And once again,
he's been doing that a lot. Mid-conversation, he just makes that goal, try to get that ball.
cross in.
And
What a header.
That diving header. Giving 5-0 for Cebu FC. And that celebration, they knew that that was a really fun shot, really fun goal from Cebu. Straight to the first post. And first to the ball was Cebu. Again, another header, a redirection, goes towards Cebu. And they just kick it towards the goal and it goes inside.
They moved Kaka over to the right with those adjustments we were talking about. Aspiras played it back. Chance outside the box. A banger here for the Aguilas. It's a goal.
What a shot. Top bins. Build up a play with Diego Aspiras getting that turn, getting that give and goal right on the top of the 18.
When you need a goal, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Tomaray Sapal.
That's like Ghostbusters.
Here's that play that went on.
Give and go here, bang, bang, touch across.
One captain dispossessing the other. Counter-attack time, Young Suk. They didn't cross, but played it through. Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a goal. From an almost impossible angle. And I think that came from Yoon-Soo Park, who's one of the defenders.
How do you define teamwork? And Diallo staying back as that defender. Again, earlier, he had the license to move forward. A chance here, though! And the Aguilas retake the lead. You can see the contrast of emotions.
Once again, finding his space in between the defense. Sapal being there the right time.
Ang maiba ng konti ni Coach Nerang approach ng Philippine Army. They may be using the similar formation here, but defensively and offensively, medyo may nag-iba. Ooh!
And that is
Earlier when I was mentioning na may konting pagbabago because in the previous game Army kind of want to stick with a more tighter formation, but this time around they have plenty of space. Tingnan mo yung gap sa pagitan ng bawat player sa loob. They have, kung mapapansin natin, nasa gilid na ng field ngayon si Ariola as opposed to what they were saying that he's gonna be the tip of the sphere.
And on the counter attack is one Taguig. Oh, what a goal that is!
Let's have a look at it this way. Ayan yung takbo niya. You could see that the ball was well placed to just be in front of him.
He asks the hard question to Coach Scott Cooper. Should I take it? Here's the delivery. Oh! What a delivery there from Mark Hardman against Timor-Leste in the new Clark City Stadium on October 14th for the continuation. But before that, another goal for one Taguig FC, and what a goal that is. Brings it back to Yusuf. Ahmed Hajimari with the ball now. Back to Yusuf they go. Bias looks up, sends it forward. Header from Goldson. What a header again.
Of course, Army, and you can't really do that, but open your horizons to other Filipino players.
Look at this one. Ooh, Goldson scoring another goal against Philippine Army.
Highest scored game.
Goldson brings it down, shot.
And that's a check. Just delivered in that pass. And
Kira Schultz getting into the action, just coming in. Oh! Naoto Hiraishi.
He sees that he's not going to get challenged. He knows that he has the quality. And he also noticed that Bedia was a little bit too far.
Rack up the goals because goal difference is very important. Come championship round and there.
And it's a goal. Bottom left corner. And that is expected from him.
Yeah, there you see his trademark celebration, but there's no surprise. And was helpless there. Guessed the wrong way, and I think maybe even if he gets the right way, it was. Or here it is again.
Great through ball. A chance here. A lot of grass. Takes it. And it's a goal. Been deadly with the ball. He sets his shooting boots and just slots it the right.
Attacking signings for Stallion in this season.
Speaking of talent, Galiana in the middle. And it is a goal. Gets it in.
Good work, good strength. The cutback was precise, and there's absolutely no way Sendra, a player of his quality, is missing that chance from there.
Great through ball. Takes it. Trying to look for Galiana. Oh, an easy tap in.
In a live game situation, it just amazes the fans out here and even us here in the commentary panel as the counterattack is on for today, and Manila Digger into the middle. Good pass, and it's an opener. 2-0 in favor of Manila Digger FC. Counterattack for Sidel South. Oh! I'm stunned. Yes, you're stunned as well, Diego, but what a goal that is from Sidel South.
And so he'll have to keep a closer eye this time.
Oh, interception here today. One-on-one against the keeper and gets the game. But today, just taking advantage of the mistake of the back line. They swing the ball to the left for Sidel South. South with a 1-2. Great pass. Halike on the clear and a shot. Oh! Another one from that angle once again. This time from John Lloyd Halike. But from Inji, let's take a look at that again. What a shot from Halike there. Another good look from this vantage point. Just curling it out. Top right corner. Shioka, good pass. Oh, great goal. Looking for Watanabe. Pass to Ture on the turn. Fakes it. Will he take it? And he scores.
There was, you know, it's one thing to be, let's say, out-techniqued, out-talented by certain sides, but it's the manner in which it seems like they rolled over a little bit, and that's disappointing, you know, because Army have a reputation of being a dogged side, a difficult team to play against, and unfortunately it just wasn't the case, you know, and it really is quite disheartening, because I think it's a team that everybody wants to see do well, you know, and unfortunately at this moment in time it's just not panning out for them, so they really need to find a way to remedy this, or else it might turn into a very ugly season. This is one of the moments that was particularly disappointing, because the goalkeeper smashed it into the back of his own teammate and led to a goal. Let's have a look at it one more time, just so that we can enjoy the action. But some good finishing, to be fair, to the gig, but they also had a lot of the space and time to do their work. So, you know, you have to feel for the players of Army at this point. It's like, where do we go from here? But they do have quite an interesting game coming up that we can talk about a little bit later on. So that's how it finished on Saturday. Let's move on to Sunday's action, where Stallion took on Valenzuela PB Mendiola, and this one is all about the return of one Griffin McDaniel to the side of Stallion. And yeah, exactly, we've seen this celebration one more time as he took, you know, he didn't need a warm-up to find the score sheet once again. So Finn McDaniel doing his thing and helping earn his side a 5-0 victory against Valenzuela PB Mendiola. Claro?
Well, he's wearing the number 14 jersey. We got to ask him why. I know from time to time, Finn and Chandler, of course, siblings will say, oh, they're the better number 8 for Stallion. So one will say, that's my number. The other one will say, give it to the better player. But I will ask Finn, why is he wearing number 14? But with that game also, Finn, of course, finished with a brace, right?
Yep.
Walang warm-up. And Jack Zambrano playing for Valenzuela PB Mendiola, former goalkeeper for Cebu. He brings in that experience, I could say, because he was with Cebu for quite some time also. Got some valuable minutes. The scoreline not ideal. He had to work a lot. But yeah, this is the Stallion we know when you flip the switch. Because we recall, right, they were lacking that. You don't say firepower, right? They were controlling games, but just lacked that finishing touch. So Finn's there now to boost things for them. Also go for Papi Ivanovsky. That's big for them, right? He's one of those creative players for Stallion. So if they want to carry that momentum, of course, no doubt.
So yeah, a bit more of a cutting edge to Stallion. They're going to need it, as they have a big match coming up this weekend. But your thoughts on that performance, Diego?
Yeah, very impressed with especially the front line of Stallion this game. You mentioned Claro McDaniel, but I was also impressed by Trujillo, and I was very impressed by their left winger, itong si Kedman. And then I was doing research during the game. He is actually an international player. He has one cap for Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep.
That is a football crazy nation. And other than that, former academy player of Chelsea and West Ham in England. And I think I read somewhere that he's obsessed with street football, five-a-side football. He grew up in that environment. And you could see it when he played, because he was going crazy at that left-hand side, and his pace is electric. So he's going to be a problem for a lot of the teams in the PFL. So you have the likes of McDaniel, Trujillo, Kedman. You also have Diallo, who scored against, I believe it was Manila Digger. So Stallion have a lot of firepower for the rest of the season. Let's see if they can carry on from this performance.
How many match days has it been now? 4? 5? Has it 5 match weeks since somebody has walked into the camera and celebrated in front of it? Finn McDaniel. It's about time, guys. You know, we've got some great angles there to utilize, and it's fun to see it being used by one Mr. McDaniel. But they were enjoying themselves, and I think this is sort of the key to Stallion now, is just really finding that the last third, solving the last third, and if they can make that click. I've had the pleasure of calling a couple Stallion games where I felt this is a really good team. It's going to be very, very tough to beat them. So yeah, them with the goals, it's a scary proposition. It finished 5-0 in this one. Let's jump into our final match of the weekend, and that was Manila Digger taking on Tuloy. That one finished 8-2. But Diego, you enjoyed that one a lot in terms of a spectacle of football. it seemed like it was an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, Jamer and I called this one, and we were going absolutely crazy during this goal fest. It started out really even. When it was scoreless, chances were going both ways. Eventually, Manila Digger took a 2-0 lead right after, in quick succession. So we were thinking, okay, this might become one of those types of games where it just becomes one-sided. And then all of a sudden, there's a rocket from Cyril Saot to make it 2-1. And then if you watch the game back with audio, Jamer and I go crazy. And then after that, Manila Digger scored 2 more goals again. So we were thinking, okay, this is it now. They're gonna go away with it. And then Halike pulls out another rocket right before halftime, and I was
Good evening from the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Manila City, where we are getting set for the main event of our Saturday triple header in the Philippines Football League. And what a main event it is. Stallion Laguna FC taking on Kaya FC Iloilo. It's the battle of heavyweights in this premier division of football in the Philippines, and we are expecting quite a showcase of football tonight. So glad you could join us. Jingham Lang and Natasha Alquiros dito calling the action for you, and we are very excited to be bringing you this game over on the YouTube channel of the PFL.
You know what they say, you save the best for last, and it's, as you've mentioned, the battle of the two teams that have been part of the PFL for the long run. Stallion and Akaya, these two teams, a lot of history. Not much love between these two teams, a lot of history, and really just trying to get one against each other, whether it be on the men's or the women's side.
We're definitely going to be expecting a competitive match between these two. Let's hone in on Stallion Laguna very quickly here as we take a look. It's been a very nice start to the season for them. A bit bumpy on some parts, but you could say that it feels like this is a resurgence for Stallion Laguna, a real squad that looks like they're going to be gunning for the title.
Exactly. So, as we mentioned, that shaky start just in a sense of the results, but the style of play has been really good. They started out with a draw against Digger. They lost against Cebu, but they came from back-to-back wins. So they have good momentum and finally finding their shooting boots coming into this matchup against Kaya.
Let's take a look at our player to watch for today. Of course, it's a stacked lineup that we have here for Stallion Laguna, but this man has been shining as of late. Michael Kedman Jr., a new recruit for this side this season and already making his mark.
And you could see how dangerous he has been, especially in those last few games, how quick he is on that left side. So speedy, able to beat defenders 1v1. He is a player that was born in England. He had his youth playing for teams like West Ham and Sheffield United. And he also has a cap for Trinidad and Tobago. So a lot of influence coming in on that left side from Michael Kedman.
Of course, a lot of eyes on Griffin McDaniel, who's made a scoring return to the lineup here in Stallion. But there are two Vasquez brothers here on the lineup. 120 years of age in Denzel Roy Vasquez, Rod Aaron, just 23. They're going to be thrown into the fire, so to speak, here against the defending champions. It's quite a lineup that Coach Ernie Nieras has at his disposal.
And a couple of changes as well for the Stallion Laguna side from their last game wherein they had that 5-0 victory against Mendiola. Farias, Smith, and Matin, the goalkeeper, all out, and in their places Chamgue, Villarreal, and Kendreth. But you could have that sense that Stallion finally finding their preferred 11 coming into this tournament.
Let's listen in now to Coach Ernie Nieras.
Well, we've been training for the past 2 weeks. We're making some changes on the roster based on what we feel will be an effective lineup for tonight. So that's what we're focused on. We've won our last 2 games, so hopefully that momentum will carry on to tonight. We haven't, won against Kaya in a while, so hopefully we'll be able to do a better job tonight.
That's definitely going to be part of the motivation. It's been some time since Stallion Laguna have gotten a good result against Kaya FC Iloilo. For a long time, Stallion Laguna was Kaya's bogey team. Now, let's take a look at the defending champions who have had just about as perfect a start to the season as you could have. Kaya FC Iloilo have not conceded a single goal. They've won all of their outings, but this test is a different one. Stallion Laguna are on a high. The quality they bring is immense. Could they keep this run going? Let's have a look at their results to start this season.
And you think about even the number of goals that they've scored, 24 goals in a total coming in from 4 games. As you said, no goals have been scored so far against them, so they really do have that good momentum when it comes to the Philippine Football League. Of course, that's different from their Champions League appearances where they haven't really found any win column yet recently. But when it comes to Kaya taking on a Stallion, they've gone against each other 28 times. Kaya have won 20 times from the 28. Stallion only twice, and they've had a draw of 6 times. You think of the head-to-head between Stallion Laguna and Kaya, let's say the last 5 games. The last 5 times that they've gone against each other, and all 5 times was all in Kaya's favor.
And Kaya will be looking to keep that run going, and one of the players that will be key to a potential victory for them has been a man on a high since joining Kaya FC Iloilo. He's been featured in all the previous matches, and why not? Mike Ott has hit the ground running since getting the colors of Kaya FC Iloilo on his body.
When you think of Mike Ott, 4 games so far for Kaya FC, and he has scored in every outing so far for the team. He had 2 goals in that first game, that winning goal versus Aguilas. He scored a brace again versus Mendiola, and another goal against Cebu. So definitely a player in form for the side of Kaya FC.
Lots of familiar faces for Kaya FC Iloilo. It's how they've built so many championships together, but there are some names that will need some extra attention today. One of them is the young man, 20 years of age, Gavin Muens, who's going to have a huge responsibility holding the midfield today up against a tough Stallion Laguna side.
And despite his young age, he already has so much experience under his belt. He plays for the national team U23. He is the captain of the U23. So he already hones in that leadership role in that midfield. And now he has to translate it, of course, to these big games. Another thing that we're going to finally be able to see again is Yamazaki really be testing out in the back. He used to be a midfielder, but for this season, he has been converted to a center back position. You also have two changes for the side of Kaya FC Iloilo. Arboleda and Daniels not in this first 11. I'm basing this, of course, on the last PFL matchup that they had, and in their place is going to be Diano, and I think the first start for Del Rosario.
So a big game for Lucas Del Rosario as well. A lot of people have been hoping for him to showcase himself. Well, he's got a huge platform right now. We're going to be checking in with the head coach of Kaya FC Iloilo, Coach Yu Hoshide.
Yes, first of all, against Stallion is really always tough game. So we will do our best today for getting 3 points.
Short and sweet, always, from Coach Yu Hoshide. And here we go. Stallion Laguna taking on Kaya FC Iloilo. As we mentioned, they are the two teams who have been there from the very beginning since the inception of the Philippines Football League in 2017. And that rivalry extends beyond that period of time as well. So we're going to expect the rivalry to continue, a new chapter being written between these two teams. But this time there seems to be an extra element, a little bit of gunpowder, so to speak, already on the pitch. You won't be surprised if there are some fireworks today between these two. Coach Ernie Nieras on your screen, getting ready and hopefully turning the tide here against Kaya FC Iloilo. We shall see. Here we go. Here we go, folks. John Mike Masinang will have quite the responsibility on his shoulders today. We expect this to be an aggressive match. He's going to be supported by assistant referee Relly Balila, Ismael Pashon, and the fourth being Meliton Pelayo. John Meliza wears the captain's armband for Kaya FC Iloilo. In front of him, Griffin McDaniel. Ernie Nieras on your screen there, alongside a very familiar contingent of Stallion on the opposite flank. Or rather, let's take a look at their starting 11. Once again, it's going to be a 4-3-3 for Coach Ernie Nieras.
Landreth on the preferred goalkeeper, Vasquez, Pride, Villarreal, and Macmillan the backline. Chamgue, Sendra, and Vasquez holding that midfield role. Kedman on the left, Gallena on the right, and McDaniel up on top.
Coach Yu Hoshide looking calm before this big game. Let's take a look at his lineup.
Cortez as the starting goalkeeper. The backline of Menzi, Casambre, Yamazaki, and Diano in that midfield role. Muens, Mike Ott, and Eso. On the left will be Del Rosario. On the right is Melisa, and up on top is Bedic.
Joven Bedic again leading the line for Kaya FC Iloilo. And a huge responsibility here as we take a look at the substitutes. So many players that could come on to change a game from both sides.
These are two teams in fine form at the moment. As we've mentioned, Kaya FC Iloilo, perfect record so far. And for Stallion coming from back-to-back wins.
Every game in the PFL is an important game. It's a big game. This one's got that added dust, something special to it. You can see the players, they are locked in for this one. I hope you're strapped in wherever you are, enjoying the action. Here we go. First half action underway between Stallion Laguna and Kaya FC Iloilo. Going direct. Yamazaki forced to intervene early on.
We've played 20 seconds and you already feel that you could feel the tension in the air, quickly starting things off, giving us something to root for. And you know, everything is on the line. As you mentioned, these are two teams very capable of winning the whole league. And these are the games that you must win if you want to secure your chances on top.
Talked about a bumpy start for Stallion. They were seconds away from winning against Manila Digger, a true title contender in this division. It was a dramatic late equalizer that denied them of that. Muens winning that duel. Melisa. Stallion winning back possession. Winning the whistle there. Trujillo brought down.
And earlier, when we saw that battle between Muens and Vasquez, it's going to be a tight battle to watch between the two youngsters in the midfield role.
There they are again, the two 20-year-olds. Trujillo unable to hold. Ott finds Bedic. Took some contact from Villarreal. Villarreal saying he got the ball. Referee John Mike Basinang disagreeing. You can see the intensity early on. There will be no feel-out process from these teams.
And that's exactly what you want from a football game. Any game, you want it to start all guns blazing right away.
Looking for Diano on the right side. Stallion on the front foot. They are eager to win every duel, contest every ball. Bedic. Is that one poked away? They will go to Stallion. Quite a few overlaps of players. There's definitely an extra dynamic to the game, an extra layer of meaning. Ricardo Sendra, of course, also played for Kaya in the past. You have Jan Melisa and Cortez, who played for Stallion in the past. In some ways, this could be personal. Menzi doing well to keep possession. Muens moving it quickly. Eso. Villarreal denying that from getting to Mike Ott. Sendra. Chance to build for Laguna here with Ken Pride. Just about getting there. Pride stepping forward. Switching the play. Mariano reading it well. Melisa just looking to clear the lines. Stallion Laguna have really refreshed their lineup this season. And you can tell there is a different attitude that they've brought to this particular season. Venturing forward, trying to thread that in. McDaniel gets it to Trujillo, and that is blocked. It's a strong challenge to win back possession. Cut back. Eso getting there to deny Sendra. Dick flicking that into Odd. Melisa. Step on the brakes here. Make sure it's back very quickly. Yamazaki's gonna switch it. Millen. There to meet that. Millen looking to play it into the channel. He's gonna send it back to Cortez. Finding the free man, Mardiano. He's under all kinds of pressure. Chamgue. Careful, cannot be loose in that midfield. Eso quick to pounce on him. Just beyond intended target of Kedman. Villarreal, aggressive from the center back position, coming to meet Mike Odd. Rosario. There's no room to breathe out there.
First 6 minutes have been high-paced. You could feel that the margin of error will be very small in this game.
Rosario nicks it past McMillan. As Bidik able to turn. Switching the play. Mardiano, a bit of room. Eso with the run. Cut back. Great attempt for Kaya FC Iloilo. Melisa just firing wide.
And as he talked about it, there was really just no chance to breathe in this game. One false move and it could easily be a chance for the opposing side. The closest chance we've seen on target coming from Kaya FC. A minute ago, we saw Stallion showing how fluid they can be on the attack. But Kaya quickly answering back, able to show the same thing up on top, now winning a corner.
Elisa's delivery, it's a good one. Dick using his body. Unable to corral possession. Stallion racing down the opposite end. Yamazaki stepping in.
And this game proving to be really a battle of inches, battle of wits.
Yano. A couple options. Odd and Melisa. Dick's gonna get involved. It's a nice touch on Mike Ott. Looking for support. Nowhere to go as Vasquez was all over him. Denzel Vasquez is not needed time to acclimate to this level.
But it's absolute spot on defending against Mike Ott down that wing. He had the ball, he took the space, he was able to defend it and make sure that the ball still goes in favor of a Stallion.
Real gets it to Sendra. He's found a nice pocket. Sambre seeing out the danger. looking to build now. Daniel dropping into the space. Play in Sendra. Now it's Del Rosario. Way back to Cortez. Sambre feeds on. Nice and tidy from the champions. Dick rides the challenge. Del Rosario. Pushed back by Macmillan.
Notice it for Kai FC, Gavin Owens playing such a critical role, threading the needle.
Touched out. Kai is starting to build a bit of confidence in their capability to hold on to the ball. The Dick. Bagsak para kay Lucas Del Rosario. Shamgui. Sendra. Finding the room. Could be a whistle. Yes, it is. Foul called as Michael Kedman Jr. is finding a bit of room on the left side.
And it's a set piece opportunity in a dangerous area. Stallion FC with a lot of players inside that box. Very capable and eager.
Set pieces could very well be the difference maker in a game this tight. It's a great delivery, headed away. Going for it. Taking a snapshot from distance there. Deflected off Trujillo and into the hands of Cortez.
Trujillo is also another player for Stallion Laguna that Kaya should definitely watch out for. Someone who hasn't really found the back of the net, but has been giving those perfect assists to the players of Stallion.
We're making the pressure pay. Trujillo. Sambre solid in the middle for Kaya. Vasquez can turn. Villarreal all the way to the center circle. Everybody pushed forward for Stallion, and Chamgue expecting someone to be on that right side.
You saw it also, Kai FC's very compact defensively, showing to be very organized.
Nico Macmillan nabigyan ng warning ni referee John Mike Basinang. Unnecessary shoving being called out. Looks like he's had a bit of contact on Audi there. Macmillan, one of the new recruits that's really made an impact from that right back position. Looking for McDaniel.
Exactly. So Macmillan, a player not just solid defensively, but really helps out in creating chances up on top.
Owens has it taken away. Play on, says the referee. Trujillo pulls the trigger. Casambre with a block. That's fantastic defending. Heading it safely back to the goalkeeper.
decision making, especially in the back, has to be spot on.
Dick just about able to get back from an offside position. Takes the contact, wins a free kick. Very quickly. Bit too strong from Del Rosario.
Just wasn't enough space there as well for Ott to overlap.
Duel between Sendra and Esso. Sendra running into trouble. It's called for the foul as well. Midfield is going to be a real battleground. Of Esso, Muans, Ott battling it out against Denzel Roy Vasquez, Sendra and Chamgue. Back to Landreth. Send this one long. Samre. Nothing getting past him in these early exchanges. Chamgue carrying. Kedman Jr. hasn't had an opportunity to really impact the game as of yet. Denzel Roy puts in a great ball for McDaniel. What a connection there.
And what a delivery from Vasquez. That perfect curling ball, just the right height for McDaniel to be able to connect to it. Just couldn't keep it on target. But great outing up on top from Stallion Laguna.
Mark Denzel Roy Vasquez is one of the players to look out for. How will he cope with the level of intensity, with the pressure? So far, he hasn't looked even a little out of place.
And you'd think that since Stallion Laguna are a team, as we've mentioned, every year they like to experiment, they add in new players. There's a lot of movement always in every transfer window. And so the 2-week FIFA window definitely would be good for them to find that sense of chemistry, and it looks to be paying off in this matchup.
I count no less than 6 new players this season that are in this starting 11. Can't feel it. Certainly there's some good chemistry that has been found early on. Great exchange from Muans and Esso, but that through ball is a little too heavy for Mike Ott.
But as I've mentioned again, Gavin Muans, he's so quick on the ball, so good with his decision making. Able to quickly pick out the passes. Just too much pace on that last pass to Ott. But you could see the vision.
Muans enjoying his second season with Kaya. And quite a few calls to see him more regularly for the side. This is certainly a type of game that will allow him to make a statement. Contrast, when you look at the side of Kaya, it's just the one player really that's new to the side that wasn't here last season. That would be Mike Ott. Really sums up the way Kaya have operated over the last few years. Sendra winning the whistle on this occasion. That's going to be quite a duel between those two. Eric Esso and Ricky Sendra, two players who don't shy away from the physicality of the game.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Jing, weren't they teammates once upon a time? Did they reach each other in Kaya?
I think they just missed each other.
All right. Because you feel that there's history between these two.
Griffin McDaniel lining this one up. Looks like he might be interested in going direct by the way he's lined up. There is a group of 6 at the edge of the area, getting ready to pounce. He's going for it! Into the hands of Cortez, and was on target.
Chance definitely on a target, just not enough to really test out Cortez.
The 2 lacks from Diano. Daniel almost finding Trujillo in the middle. Now Menzi can carry. Looking to go quickly. Landreth will come out to meet. Jack Riley Landreth has come in and really stepped into the role of goalkeeper for Stallion, providing that stability that they've been looking for.
Definitely has been one of the key add-ups to the Stallion Laguna side. Goalkeeper so confident on his feet and in shot stopping as well.
Villarreal going route 1. Seems to be part of the game plan for Stallion. Varying their approach. Struck an arm.
You could see Villarreal so quick to press on that midfield line of Kaya FC. Trying to break those passes.
Not taking any chances was Ken Pride. Got his head to it. He's conceded a corner kick. Jovan Bedek was prowling in the area. Man who's enjoying a resurgence to his career at Kaya. Back to full fitness. Great delivery from Eliza. Landreth gets a punch to it.
That's crucial touch from the goalkeeper. See all those Kaya attacking players just waiting to pounce on that occasion.
Long throw mula kay Menzi. Straight back to sender. Cross is headed away. Esso. Landreth off his line, able to collect. He's going to play quickly. Millen under pressure. Lost out to Lucas Del Rosario, pero bola pa rin ng Stallion. Over to the right side, Kedman Jr. Got 2 runners. Looking for the reverse pass, asking a bit too much from Vasquez. A constant outlet here for Cortez Mardiano. We've breezed past the halfway point of this opening period. It's been high quality football from the 2 teams.
And when it's a Kaya Stallion game, you really expect nothing less.
Del Rosario's got support in the middle. And so, getting it out wide, Diano can deliver a good ball. That's blocked. Second opportunity denied. Rod Aaron Vasquez, solid on the left side so far in that Stallion defense. Feel for a moment that Lucas Del Rosario, there was an opening for him to deliver the ball a little bit sooner. Still a corner kick for Iloilo. Great opportunity, just wide from Marco Casambre. He rose the highest, made good contact on the ball.
And the corner opportunities for KFC definitely adding up. Casambre gets to it first, but just too much on the flick, and it just sails across the goal.
That was a fantastic opportunity for Marco Casambre. Ultimately went unchallenged there in the air.
KFC looking very dangerous on their set piece opportunities.
Bidik. Get that into the path of Eso. Nabitin na ng konti. Owens gets it to Menzi. Rosario coming inside. Eso, edge of the box. Bidik can fire here. Gets it to Meliza. Just wide. It took a deflection.
KFC finding themselves a sense of momentum, chance after chance. Look at that interplay just outside the edge of the box. They get it to the right. It took a deflection before it sailed out. But so many options for KFC.
Another good delivery from Meliza. So it's going to go out to the opposite side. It's just going to be a throw-in. Consistent from the corner kicks. Itong si Janjan Meliza, always in a dangerous spot. This time a different kind of threat, and it's going to be a throw-in. Bihirang-bihira natin nakikita yan yung medyo na-out veteran. Ang veteran na si Joven Bidik.
That's a good chance, of course, for Stallion to slow this game down just a bit. As we saw them deal with continuous back-to-back attacks coming in from KFC.
There's always going to be a bit of a slowdown after such a frantic start to the game. Changue. I felt it struck the arm. Kedman Jr. trying to get through the middle. And the door shut on him. Boy. Get into the path of Meliza. Vasquez was there. Whistle was going to be blown. A good battle between those two. Rod Aaron Vasquez certainly has his hands full in Janjan Meliza. Pressure from behind, paying off here for Stallion. Sendra. It's going to be Kedman versus Menzi. Much too strong of a reverse pass.
Kedman, of course, he started out on that left-hand side, now being switched and deployed to the right. You can see a pattern in how he attacks as well.
Mazaki under pressure. He's giving the ball away. Good pressing from Finn McDaniel. Changue. Stallion would have a second opportunity. cut back by Lucas Del Rosario. Certainly much more competitive all over the pitch. Itong Stallion Laguna. There were times in previous seasons where we felt they could beat anyone. However, the consistency just wasn't there. This one, it looks a very even battle. There's no better test than the defending champions. Eso. Sandra now assessing his option. Vasquez. Attack Diano. Sandra now. Back out wide. Try to force the issue on this left flank. Two Vasquez's combining. Contact inside the box. It's going to go the way of Kaya.
And that was definitely that 50-50 challenge there. Vasquez was about to take a shot, but Eso, he was quick to get to it first. He was setting himself up to take a shot. He didn't see Eso coming. Eso, of course, gets a touch to it first before Vasquez ended up hitting the foot of Eso.
On the follow-through of that shot, it's a painful one for Eso because it's a full swing.
But you'd think the same thing as well. For Vasquez, it's a full swing, as you've mentioned. For Eso, you got that full contact that was meant to be for a ball on your foot.
Treatment being given here. First time we've seen the two Vasquez's link up on that play. Could say they are enjoying a very good outing so far against Kaya.
And it feels like it's been such an even battle between Kaya and Stallion. That was a closer look at Yamazaki earlier at the back. Doing well the first 30 minutes to really hold on the attacking players, the attacking threat of Stallion. And that's it panned on as well for a bit for Mike Ott. He's going to have to work that much harder in this matchup to find the back of the net and to continue his scoring momentum in every matchup. He's had 6 goals in 4 games. So you're averaging 1.5 goals per game.
Game is being played at a great tempo. Great to see the official match ball of the PFL Sports Tribe being knocked about with real intensity. Happy you could join us on the PFL YouTube channel. We hope you join us on social media. Use the hashtag #WeArePFL. I'd like to invite everybody to visit FIFA.com/tickets as well for the FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup, which is taking place in the Philippines in November. First match of our team will be on the 21st of November. It's here for Kedman. Zaki calmly dealt with. Villarreal has been so aggressive from that center back position. Wins another one. That is a clear foul. Yamazaki came in rather recklessly against Sandra.
I was going to say he'd be lucky not to get away with a card there, but rightfully so, card given to the challenge. On to Sandra.
Let's have a look at it here. Pass was pinged in to Ricky Sandra, who had done enough to get the ball away from Kaishu Yamazaki. Just too much body and too little ball. Come in with a real intensity. John Mike Basinang handing out the first yellow of the game. Certainly changes the dynamic a little bit. Still a lot of football to be played, and have to walk a tightrope now, Kaishu Yamazaki.
And you look at the way Finn McDaniel is standing, and you gotta think that he's gonna go direct again.
Hit the target earlier on. Didn't really trouble Alfredo Cortez. This time he's trying to lift it to a teammate. Ken Pride unable to get his head to that one. Ken Pride, of course, not a stranger to this Stallion Laguna side, but feels like a new signing now that he's back fit. Really made that left center back position his own. Dick. Caught by Chamgue. He's threatening to go quickly. Instead, it looks like it's going to be Mike Ott or Jan Meliza who will deliver this one into the box. Six Kaya players to choose from. Ott's delivery into the hands of Landreth. Confident goalkeeping. Villarreal looking for Trujillo. Zaki getting the job done there. Trujillo will have a chance to run. Couldn't sort out his feet. Yamazaki was coming over to cover.
Much as we mentioned earlier about, of course, the Philippines hosting the FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup. The Philippines will be playing November 21, 24, and 27. So as early as now, save the dates, buy your tickets online.
To our understanding, the tickets are good for the entirety of the day. So you can watch multiple matches with just one ticket. I do encourage everybody to show their support. Trujillo is onside. No! The flag is raised and he's hit the upright anyway. It's on the shoulder of Marco Casambre. Just a fraction early.
This is definitely what we've been talking about, this game of fine margins. An inch and it was offside. The other way, that could have been the opening goal.
Millen getting his head to it. Vidic has taken over. Esso gets it wide. Liza. Rosario trying to cushion it. It's straight to Jack Riley Landreth. Zaki winning the duel. Finn McDaniel might enter the book here.
And that was definitely an unnecessary yellow card picked up by McDaniel. You saw the intention, he just went for the player. He was already beat out on the press, the ball was already given away. But he just continued on anyways.
The petulance from the captain. Perhaps trying to get a rise out of Mardiano. John Mike Basina doing well to control the game. It's been a fiery contest. Played in an aggressive nature, but he's managed to stay in control. Cortez under pressure here. He's done well. Showing a bit of technique there, the goalkeeper.
And that was a ball that came from Villarreal. As you've mentioned, he's been so aggressive in the back. And when he attacks, he tried to go direct, caused some troubles in the back there.
Arnel Laurent, Sean Gouet, natawagan ng foul. That duel with Joven Bidik.
You already know this is a heated matchup, but every 15 minutes, the physicality just picks up another notch.
Loose from Melisa. Five minutes to go. Bit of change here in our opening half. Still scoreless between Stallion Laguna and Kaya FC Iloilo. Third match of our Saturday triple header. Seen some great games already today. Harlika picking up a big win. And Don Bosco Garelli United getting off the mark this 2025-26 season. Of course, this one between two teams considered as early title contenders. Bidik gets it into the path of Melisa, right-footed shot, stopped by Landreth. Wonderful exchange from two Ilonggos.
A great way to set up Melisa on that right side, just taking advantage of his speed, keeping the ball within shooting distance. He takes a shot, but it was a tight angle. Landreth had it covered.
Sandra, hounded by Muins. Blocking the passing lane was Del Rosario, and that was a full-blooded challenge from Villarreal. Got all ball. Villarreal returning to Stallion Laguna. He's had a point to prove this season. Daniel offside.
As you could see, yeah, very aggressive at the back from Villarreal. Especially with the challenges that he has.
Here he is again, denying that entry.
Because a step off, and that could be a card or it could be a bad foul, but he gets to it first every time.
Milan fighting through two to keep possession. Trying to release Trujillo now, and he's done well. Guyana. That one takes a deflection. Marco Casambre. Owens able to turn.
Casambre doing really well every time he's had to step out and cover the wing backs.
It's great to see him getting a good run of games at center back. His preferred position. Spent many seasons playing out on the left back role. Rosario is Ott in support. Mike Ott wins the corner.
And Macmillan on the opposite end, just as impressive. But you could see for a moment there, the pass was so quick to switch from the defense of Kaya up to the attack. There was a time that it took the midfield of Stallion just a few more seconds to get back in place.
looking for a late goal in this first half. Odds delivery, touched on by Galeana. Menzies delivery. Dick was readying himself for a scissor kick finish. It's touched away by Pride.
Defensive headers on point. Nonetheless, another corner attempt for Kaya FC.
Really racked them up in this first half. At least their fifth. What goes to the far post? Landreth misses it. Lisa gets it back to Muens. Trying to keep the pressure here, Kaya.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Minuto ang idadagdag sa ating first half. Very little separating these two teams in terms of their performance on the pitch. And that's a great pass from Diano. Chance here for Ott. That's into the hands of the goalkeeper.
But you could see how Kaya, they were so good at trying to put Stallion out wide.
Vasquez going all on his own to carry this one. He's picked up a foul from Eric Esso.
And just right before this, as I was mentioned, Kaya FC, Muens especially on that right side, able to bring the ball out, spread Stallion, really just opening up the space. And once Stallion took the bait, they went quickly for the attack. They were able to create something out of that. But eventually, once Stallion gets the ball, so quick as well on transition, wins another set-piece opportunity just at the edge of the attacking third.
Fantastic to see the young fans showing their support. Went direct the first time. Second opportunity, tried to tee up a teammate. McDaniel takes a deflection off the wall, and it's going to be out for a corner kick. Chance now for Stallion to apply a bit of pressure from set pieces. McDaniel over to take this one as well. Five to aim at inside the box. Separate. Enzi gets his head to it. No, it's going to be a goal kick. Set piece almost coming together. This little separation. Run at the back post. 20 seconds remaining in our first half. Nick sets Meliza free. Medyo mabigat lang yung pasa patungo kay Lucas Del Rosario. Counter has broken down, but the attack continues. Enzi out wide. Delivers the ball. Del Rosario gets it to Mike Ott. Stallion Laguna quick to close things down, and there is the halftime whistle from John Mike Basina. As expected, a very tight and competitive affair between Stallion Laguna and Kaya FC Iloilo. It's been even so far. Both teams with their chances enter the break scoreless. Stallion Laguna 0, Kaya FC Iloilo 0. We'll be stopping for a short break, and we'll be right back with highlights, statistics, and second half action. Halftime at Rizal Memorial Stadium, where it is scoreless between Stallion Laguna and Kaya FC Iloilo, but boy, were we treated to a fantastic 45 minutes of action here in the Philippines Football League. Two early title contenders expected to go head-to-head, and that's exactly what they've delivered. Early attempt there by Janjan Meliza, and perhaps one of the closest that either side has scored. Meanwhile, Galiana Trujillo has been a menace on the right side for Stallion Laguna. Both sets of keepers have had to stay on their toes because the game has been played at a fiery pace and chances have been created very quickly, sometimes out of nothing. Set pieces piled up for Kaya, and Marco Casambre got very close from up close. Joven Bidik lively up top, almost setting up his fellow Ilonggo Janjan Meliza there. Of course, as we expected, it's been a physical affair. Landreth has been confident in between the sticks, and he's been crucial for Stallion in making sure that there have been no hiccups in the back line. But there has been a lot of knocking, not a lot of door opening just yet. Stallion Laguna not enjoying too much of those highlights, but just take a look at the statistics. It's a very tight match. Possession, very little between the two. Shots, pretty similar, and similarly on target as well. But the corners, 6 to Kaya, only 1 to Stallion. You wonder if that could be a difference maker. 1 yellow card apiece for either side. also something to look out for as we enter the next 45. Both sets of players now making their way on the pitch. Second half action just around the corner. 15 minutes inside the dugouts for both teams. Natasha, what are you telling your team if you are Coach Yu Hoshide?
It's to make sure that there's no mistakes. You could see the intensity of these two teams as we talked about it. It's a game of inches, a game of fine margins. They've been equal on both ends, both creating around the same number of chances, possession very similar.
For Stallion Laguna, it seems there is a change with Ismaila Diallo coming on, and it seems it's one of 3 changes that they will be bringing on. Gabriel Farias de Barrios is coming on, as well as Jose Magson Bezerra Durado. A triple change at halftime. That's not something we see often. What are you expecting different here from Stallion Laguna, and what is the message to the players, you think, Natasha?
For Stallion Laguna, you know that they're much more quicker on making substitutions. Once they don't get the result that they want, they will quickly change you in that first 11. And they have been playing at that really high pace. So they want to make sure that they don't drop the pace and continue off where they left off. So fresh legs at halftime, 3 changes up on top.
Sendra has that one blocked by Yamazaki. Such is the wealth of talent on the bench for Coach Ernie Nieras that he could take off quality players and replace them with players of equal quality or even increasing the quality on the pitch.
And you feel that Stallion really do have a deep bench this season. So 3 like-for-like changes.
Chance for Ott. He's setting up Melisa. Bidik. They're looking for a handball and it's given. It's gonna be a penalty for Kaya. He's just stepped onto the pitch as well. Farias de Barrios. Let's have a look at it here. Oof. You can see the arm move. And it makes the decision so much easier for John Mike Basinang. What a bitter blow here for Stallion Laguna. Just a minute and a half into this second half. Facing a penalty from Jan Melisa. Kaya with a fantastic opportunity to get their noses in front. Will Jesus Melisa put this away? It's stopped by Landreth.
And what a save from Landreth to keep things still at the deadlock between these two teams. You'd say that was an unlucky call, really. As the arms player, Farias' player, his arm was down. It was just a little bit away from his body. That's why it was called. And nonetheless, Landreth coming out big. Jan Melisa just hitting it directly down the middle. And Landreth doesn't make that move early. Gets to the ball first. And it's still even Stevens between these two teams.
Crisis averted for Stallion Laguna. Another twist in this developing story.
But you'd think even right before that penalty happened, when the ball was cut back given to Melisa, he could have taken a shot. He chose not to. Eventually, it was a handball in their favor.
Diallo brought down by Diano. That's going to be a different challenge altogether for Mardiano. Kedman Jr. wasn't quite having the effect that Coach Ernie Nieras wanted. He's able to bring on a very dynamic replacement in Diallo. Finn McDaniel now setting up. Daniel's delivery. Diallo. Vasquez pulls the trigger. Villarreal. Pressure was right on top of it, but he's found a good outlet. Dorado. Macmillan. Very relieved. Barrios. It's a great ball. McDaniel surrounded by yellow shirts, and Dorado is unable to make a connection. Finn McDaniel. You can see how much attention they pay to him. Stallion let off the hook, and they're looking to take advantage right away.
Kaya defense really just able to close down the players of Stallion very quickly up on top. So Stallion finding themselves in the attacking third, dancing around outside the box, within the box, but not really able to pull the trigger.
Yamazaki coolly done. Wins now. Rosario with a touch on. It's a great ball forward. McDaniel has kept it in play. Looking for a teammate, goes for it on his own. And just over the bar. It's a fantastic ball.
You think that from that tight angle, you have two players running in. Better option would have been to lay it off to an attacking player.
Off target from Griffin McDaniel. Proving a handful early on, this Stallion attack. Seems to be an added dynamism to their front players. Dorado coming back and winning the ball fairly. Macmillan cutting inside, and Del Rosario is called for the foul.
I feel that Dorado has been an electric addition here in the second half. He's hungry to play again, you could tell.
Suffered a horrific injury in the first day of action in the PFL. Took a boot to the face and was forced out for quite a few weeks. He's here and ready to make a statement. Free kick now for Stallion. Daniel's delivery is headed away. Able to keep possession by Ros. Sendra dueling with Diano. Ismael Diallo. Space opening up for him. Maikot. Finally getting involved again. It's been rather quiet. Cortez. Yamazaki.
You feel the second half action really just not dropping a beat. We're just picking up exactly where we left off.
Lovely layoff from Odd. Gets it into Jovan Bidik. Here comes that Kaya fluidity. Looking for the run of Lucas Del Rosario. Byros playing with fire a little bit. Pride finding Diallo, who's offside, unfortunately. Certainly feel that there's been a change to Stallion's dynamic up front. And it's needed a moment for Kaya to cope with the changes in profile. Sendra, not quite on the same wavelength, but look at the speed on Dorado. Axon now pulls the trigger, and that's going to be easy for Cortez. For a moment there, I thought no chance anybody was getting to that ball. Axon Dorado has got some speed on him.
Another thing Kaya also have for them is really just Yamazaki as well as that center back, able to give those balls perfectly to the attacking players, to their target player up on top.
It's certainly quite a luxury to have a center back with such composure on the ball. Byros. Unable to take it quickly. Eager to make amends for giving away a penalty. It's already looked quite lively on the ball. Sendra. Vasquez able to turn. Dorado. That's behind Sendra, but Diallo's there. Looking for a link up. It's up against Yamazaki. Going to create an opportunity here. Diallo still has it, but Odd has taken charge. Jovan Bidik can lift it into the path of Meliza. Doesn't quite have the numbers here. Lots of pink shirts back. Zaki had it blocked. McDaniel could burn him for pace.
It was great work from Finn McDaniel to win the ball back for Stallion in a dangerous area. Yamazaki, well-timed slide, winning back possession, making amends for his mistake in the first place.
We've got a problem here. Finn McDaniel looks like he's pulled up with something. It doesn't look right. It's gone down edge of the area. Stallion might lose their player here. It could just be cramp. Not a good sign. Griffin McDaniel pulling up immediately after that run. Brief pause in the action. Players taking a moment to rehydrate. The game has been played at a frantic pace. The beauty of it is a lot of the running is being matched by how much movement the ball is doing. Sports Tribe official ball of the PFL being knocked around nicely. Players back on the pitch. It's a real cause for concern, but Ivanovsky is being prepared for Stallion if Griffin McDaniel is unable to continue. What? Rosario unable to control. Vasquez gets it to Sendra, but he loses out. Mike Ott now. He's got a bit of room. Jovan Bidik trying to flick that back into the path of Mike Ott.
At the moment, Stallion just taking a bit more time to decide if they're going to make a substitution or if Finn McDaniel will continue on. Let's see if Kaya can take advantage of a 10-man Stallion Laguna.
Certainly has been some time now. They look intent on trying to get Finn back onto the pitch. Byros gets in the way of that entry pass, but it goes to Diano. It's fallen kindly. Eliza got close, and Mike Ott fires it wide.
And Landreth really just bringing his A game to this matchup. Kaya FC finding those gaps and spaces inside the box. Diano able to give that ball just by that 6-yard box. Finn McDaniel re-enters the pitch.
Either way, a substitution is being prepared. Looks like Tarek is being ready to come on. Shihab. Dorado. Losing out to Moens. Menzi. Great distribution from Cortez. Eso. Has his head up. Diano out wide. Has to go to Del Rosario.
Stallion so quick with the press. Just not allowing the players to turn around. Forcing Kaya to just keep passing it back.
Sambre. Ricky Sendra is down for Stallion Laguna. Oh, it's gonna play it out. This could be it for Ricky Sendra. He's cramped up here in the 62nd minute. Tarek Shihab being readied, and it is going to be Sendra who comes off. Couple substitutions being readied as well for Kaya FC Iloilo, with Paulo Bugas and Kenshiro Daniels getting set to enter.
Substitution for Stallion Laguna.
And Ricky Sendra was very effective in the first half, the first 45 minutes. It hasn't had made that same impact in the second half. And Tarek Shihab makes his way on the pitch, a player that has come off the bench in previous outings and has scored off the bench as well. But equally so, Kaya FC ready to put in Kenshiro Daniels and Paulo Bugas. Two players also no strangers to finding the back of the net.
Substitution for Kaya FC ILOILO.
The day is done for Lucas Del Rosario.
Is replaced by number 20.
Makes way now for Paulo Bugas, and Janjan Meliza will be replaced as well.
Substitution for Kaya FC ILOILO. Player number 10, Janjan Meliza, is replaced by player number 39, Paulo Bugas.
Daniels has had an opportunity to find the back of the nets already this season on multiple occasions. Could he be the one to bring some firepower from the left flank? Yano gets a toe to it. Eric Esso unable to get past Rod Aaron Vasquez. Shihab switching the play. Play continues despite Eric Esso needing treatment. Play has stopped, and now an opportunity for Eric Esso to be seen. Sort of pulled up after some contact on the left part of his leg. Incredible that Stallion can have so many players at their disposal. Take off Ricky Sender to bring on Shihab, Kedman Jr., bring on Diallo. On the opposite side, Galeana Trujillo, Axon Dorado in his place. Chamgoe, who had a decent first half, replace him. Have a more of a ball player in Byros. Certainly they have strengthened not just their starters, but the entire squad for Coach Ernie Nieras now. Such a wealth of talent to choose from.
That's also something that makes this game that much more exciting. Despite the number of substitutions that both teams have made, there hasn't been a drop in quality. And again, it shows as well how deep the bench is for both teams this season.
Byros plays it into the pocket. Shihab has a look up. Lifts it to McDaniel. Dorado ready to pull the trigger.
And you feel that the thing with the attacks of Stallion, why they end up not being counted as shots or shots on target, is because the defenders have been working double time to just get in the path of where the shot is going to be made, not even allowing Cortez to make a save.
There's got to be at least 2 Marco Casambres out there. The amount of blocks that he's had. Dick just had a blanket named Reynald Villarreal draped all over him. From McDaniel. Until Roy gets it out wide. Dorado. Gets it back. Dorado pulls the trigger. And that is a great save from Cortez.
And what a play up on top from Stallion Laguna. Quick change of pace. Testing out Cortez. Tariq Shihab and Dorado just linking up there, setting each other up. They take a snapshot, but Cortez alert to the challenge.
Didn't quite have the power that he was hoping for. It's on target. Yano found well by Yamazaki. Paulo Bugas' ball. Flight of that one tracked all the way by Landreth.
And Diano definitely a player from Kaya. really helps out to make it that much more dynamic on the attacks.
Spot the run of Ismael Diallo.
And you gotta love the atmosphere here as well at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. The grandstand, most especially in this middle section, it's pretty full.
Bugas. Nahanap yung takbo ni Mike Ott.
And that's what we want to invite everyone as well to continue to support, of course, the Philippine Football League. Come on out to Rizal if you can. Every Saturday and Sunday, triple header Saturdays and back-to-back action on Sundays.
They can't find any better football action out there. Especially when the top teams come together like this. Llano's long throw. Got some distance on that without a run-up. Joven Bidik managing to find a way to get a shot.
But Bugas as well, that ball fell onto him. He takes it first time and just lofts it perfectly back just at the edge of the box for Bidik. He's been a good addition to this team.
20 minutes to go. Still time for a hero from either side. Great ball from Odi Menzi. Paulo Bugas. Coming inside. Counted well by the young Rod Aaron Vasquez.
Fantastic defending from Stallion Laguna. Just doubling up on Bugas, staying patient, not going in for the foul. When the pass was made, Diallo just gets his foot to it first.
Two Vasquez's settled in nicely, Natasha. 20 years of age. Denzel Roy in midfield. 23-year-old Rod Aaron Vasquez on the left side of defense. Look like they've been playing in the PFL for many years. Owens is caught. He's going to shake this one off after making contact with Shihab.
The thing as well with this Stallion Laguna side is that, again, you could feel the chemistry flowing with the team. Something that you don't always see. As you mentioned, they haven't been the most consistent in previous seasons. But this season thus far, really proving to be contenders.
Kaya has not been shut out in any match so far. 2025 had 4 straight wins to start off the season, including a commanding win over Dynamic Herb Cebu. So far, they haven't had an answer to unlocking the door of Stallion Laguna. Dangerous pass. Eso! Did not cross the line, or did it? Eric Eso will be credited with the goal. What a finish from the Ghanaian. Smashes it to the underside of the crossbar and in.
And Eso just capitalizing on an error from Stallion Laguna. That ball was set forward. Diallo just getting the touch to it, going towards the way of the goal frame. And look at that, clear as day. That's a goal.
Definitely in from Eric Eso. Turf helps with the rubber pellets. You can see that it's entered way over the line. What a finish as well. Takes it first time.
Absolutely fantastic work from Eso. The ball bounced and he hit it perfectly. It hits the bar, bounces inside. And it's a goal for Kaya FC Iloilo. Just continuing on that streak of scoring in every match so far in the PFL.
It's come from an unlikely source as well in Eric Eso.
It's exactly also what we've talked about. In this game of fine margins, those small errors will be punished. Essentially, that came out of nothing. But Eso just so quick on the press, getting there first. And there's a lot of disadvantages of artificial grass. But in this instance, who needs goal line technology? We've got the turf bounce to just double check that the ball really went inside the goal.
And now Stallion Laguna need a way back, but they haven't much time. 15 minutes to go. Mags and Dorado has come closest for them. Yamazaki. It's into Shihab. Diallo unable to get a touch. Millen under pressure with Ott and Daniels. Kenshiro unable to get that one off of Reynald Villarreal. Now a sense of urgency.
That was great work from Villarreal. It's been solid at the back for Stallion Laguna. In his second stint with the squad.
A few who question whether or not it was a good move for Stallion Laguna to bring him back, given his age. As you can see, class is permanent from Reynald Villarreal. He certainly made a point with his fitness. His aggression this season has been top-notch.
And you feel that actually for a center back with the age, it's more like wine. You get better with time.
Isa sa mga factors talaga kay Reynald Villarreal dahil hindi rin siya kalakihan na center back. He manages to win a lot of his duels. Landreth looking for Dorado. Why not? He's been a real danger man for them. Daniels. It's it back to Cortez. Looking for a bit of calm from his teammates. We've got the lead. We've got time on our side.
As we all know, in a Stallion Laguna, Kaya FC Iloilo clash, goal just gives you the edge. It doesn't seal the deal.
Dispossessed. Wins the whistle. Macmillan. That will allow for a substitution. Joven Bedic will be replaced now by Brandon Zambrano. Brandon Zambrano brought in this season. Midfielder. Coming on for Joven Bedic, so not quite a like-for-like substitution.
Player number 7, Joven Bedic, is replaced by player number 6, Brandon Zambrano Lopez.
And you could feel with the substitution made, the goal seems to protect the lead. But Zambrano, also a player capable of scoring some goals. He did score against their previous matchup against Cebu. He came in late in that match and got the third goal for Kaya.
It's Mike Ott now who's leading the line for Iloilo. Daniels out wide. Zambrano and Eso in the middle. Muen's in the holding position. Ken Pride, a bit too heavy as he looks for Diallo. Stallion haven't quite been able to get going here in the last 5 minutes. They found their connections. Foul on Diano.
As Kaya FC, of course, get that lead at a critical time in this matchup. Stallion just slowing things down on the attack.
Sambre dealing with the aerial ball. Zambrano has his pocket picked. Diallo out wide. Showed a little too much to Zambrano. Dorado. Diallo trying to wriggle free. Byros. Stallion able to keep the attack going. Asking a lot of Dorado there. Sambre getting distance. Miller looking for the whistle, no push on Kenshiro Daniels. There's going to be another change with Finn McDaniel giving way. With the very talented Christian Ivanovsky coming on. No goal today for the front man, Griffin McDaniel.
Substitution for Stallion Laguna, player number 14, Finn McDaniel, is replaced by player number 10, Christian.
Suffered from cramps earlier, but was able to play on.
Let's see the impact that this new and improved attacking front for Stallion Laguna. Not much time to make a difference. Let's see the fresh legs.
Crisp first touch from Christian Ivanovsky, but he had just gone a bit too early. You could argue the pass was just that little bit late.
So you now have Dorado on the right, Diallo on the left, and Ivanovsky up on top.
Diallo threading the needle. Ivanovsky pulls the trigger. And just wide.
That's something as well that you want from your substituting players that have come on the pitch. To create that instant impact. It was a lull for a couple of minutes. The shot wasn't on target, but it's keeping them alive.
Time to come alive for Laguna. Nauubusan na sila ng oras. Itong minuto and a little bit of change ang natitira. In regulation anyway. Siguradong may dagdag pa yan ng mga 4 o 5 minuto. Ivanovsky losing that. Typical champion performance from Kaya. Just been solid, matching everything that Stallion has brought to the table. Of course, took advantage of their moment of magic. This one will go into the hands of Cortez. They hardly ever look rattled, Kaya FC Iloilo.
You also have to give it to the wing backs of Kaya FC. Really just taking on the attacking threats and being so strong on those 1v1 challenges.
What a pass from Cortez to Daniels. Enzi has that one taken away. Chance to run now. Stallion curling that one for Diallo. He's gonna get there. Pink shirts racing forward. Diallo fakes the cross. Vasquez in support. Get it wide. Trying to pile volleys forward. That's not gonna be what they need to unlock Kaya. Ivanovsky, of course, not the biggest up front. All the way back. Stallion win the ball back. Diallo. Not interested in pulling the trigger from there. Rather losing out, Zambrano doing well. And Ott. Met very quickly by Villarreal. Second serving from Mike Ott. Pounded by Reynald Villarreal. Millen doing well. Zambrano now. Keeping possession well. Kaya FC Iloilo find their way out of the jam.
And it's so crucial for Kaya FC, despite the high press being initiated by Stallion, able to still keep possession, run out some seconds and minutes off the clock, and now shift it on the attack.
Mike Ott, just wide.
And that's what happens as well when the press isn't synchronized. You see that attacking half putting on that high press. But Kaya's so clean, able to get away from it. And now they have the numbers on the attack.
3 minutes to go. Stallion running out of time. Shihab can turn. Marco Casambre right there to shut the door.
And Casambre has been a pillar at the back. He's timed his runs to perfection. And has just cleaned up nicely at the back. The diagonal runs, getting to their first.
Cortez looking for Ott. Dorado winning that one off of Menzi. Gonna play quickly. Ken Pride, push forward. Diallo now. Promising from Stallion, but Diano puts a stop to it. Pride switches it. Dorado not on the same wavelength. Back from Daniels. It's going to be a throw-in to Stallion. Akala niya may suporta sa likod.
Diallo has been initiating the attack on that left-hand side, but a touch too heavy. And Kaya able to quickly get it back.
Byros swings it. Diallo. Vasquez puts it in the middle. Nobody there to attack. It's good work from Denzel Roy initially. And Mike Ott could wriggle free. Mike Ott. Still Mike Ott. Goes down inside the box.
And what a defensive run from Vasquez, if I'm not mistaken.
Rod Aaron making the space over to close it down.
Covered a lot of ground, got the speed to it, and made sure to get the ball cleanly.
Eso. Loose from him. Dorado hasn't been able to find a lot of joy against Orimenzi.
There will be a minimum of 6 minutes.
6 na minuto ang idadagdag sa ating second half. That's gotta be.
And you could see Dorado getting that stern warning on the far right side. He gets away with the first foul. The referee gives the advantage. But the second one to Zambrano.
And a bit of a rampage there, Max and Dorado. Pero siguradong medyo nabigyan ng boost ng energy itong Stallion Laguna kasi may 6 na minuto pa sila. That's quite a bit of time. They've been on the ascendancy as of late. Zambrano. Shiro Daniels can find Paulo Bugas. It's spilled by Landreth.
But a touch was enough. But what a play from Kaya FC. Able to swing it to Bugas, able to cushion that. Gives it dangerously by that goal mouth area. But Landreth to the rescue again. Again, at the start of the second half, he did make a big penalty save.
Stallion need to play quickly. Byros goes long to Diallo. Mardiano is there. Every foul is something that Kaya will welcome greatly. Chance to remove more time off the clock. Warning for Diallo. Just reckless from him. He's never getting to the ball, but didn't slow his momentum. Mardiano will be able to continue.
You can feel that switch now. Dorado now deployed on the left and Diallo on the right. Two players that have that international experience as well, playing in the Thai League for Konken and Kanchanaburi. Trying to make a difference in this matchup for Stallion Laguna. And time not on Stallion's side.
More than half of the 6 minutes allotted has already elapsed. Kaya en route to keeping their perfect record. They will go 5 wins, no goals conceded. Sambre, no nonsense from him. And he might even find Paulo Bugas. He does. Paulo Bugas shaving off the seconds off the clock. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick, actually. Max and Dorado spamming clearances there.
And intelligent work from Paulo Bugas to be able to control the ball, just push it on as furthest possible to the corner, shave off a few seconds, eventually wins a corner.
I'm surprised they're going to play it short. Also now just using his body well. It's going to be a goal kick. No, corner. Perfect here from Kaya FC Iloilo. This is what they're hoping for. They've taken off easily 30 to a minute from this tactic. Could very well ride out the time. It's going to stay with Kaya.
And you can definitely feel that this is frustrating. Stallion Laguna FC.
A few things more frustrating than this. Ball's being played into your corner and you can't get it out. Finally, Byros gets it to Shihab. Dorado can play it forward. Yamazaki is right there to cut out the pass. That could be it. All the way back to Cortez. Past 6 minutes now. Aikot. Paulo Bugas. Again, looking to ride out the time. John Mike Basinang hasn't looked at his watch yet. Whistle has blown and it's going to go the way of Kaya. Player down for Stallion. It looked like that could have been a very dangerous moment, but looked like Pride had pulled out, taking a swing. Is that Vasquez? Oh, it's Ken Pride.
It's been dangerous kicks from both sides towards the edge, but it's Kaya that have been superior.
Eric Eso has been a tank for them, and that will do it. The defending champions make it 5 from 5, and they continue to be spotless in this season. A big victory against Stallion Laguna, who put in a valiant effort against the defending champions.
Say that for 75 minutes of this game, Stallion were very much neck to neck with Kaya FC. But once Kaya FC pulled the trigger, Stallion could not answer back. And Kaya FC, 5 games, 5 wins, putting themselves back on top of the standings. And as you've mentioned, just a perfect record so far, and continue on that run with no goals yet scored against them. It's a fantastic start to the season for the defending champions. And it's going to be back to the drawing board for Stallion Laguna.
Lifeline here with that stop from the penalty. You thought maybe, you know, the stars had aligned for Stallion Laguna, but not quite tonight.
They've had their chances up on top. Landreth had to come out big, not more than one time in this matchup. And look at these chances from Stallion Laguna. They could have done a much better, and this was how the goal happened. Just capitalizing on an error. The ball was given forward. Diallo sending it towards the goal frame. Eso just continuing his run, gets there first, takes it first time, hits the post, bounces inside, and a goal for Kaya FC. And that was enough to spell the difference between Kaya and Stallion in this matchup.
We are PFL.
Needed a moment of magic to separate the two. Kaya FC Iloilo got it courtesy of Eric Eso. And the defending champions just keep rolling in this season. They even came close to scoring a second. Again, Stallion Laguna showing that they have the quality, but they just weren't able to get over the line today.
And you feel that this has somewhat been the same story for Stallion Laguna when it comes to playing the big games so far.
But that's all she wrote here at Rizal Memorial Stadium. Kaya FC Iloilo 1-0 victors over Stallion Laguna. We hope you enjoyed the action. For my partner, Natasha Alquiros, dito, my name is Jing Hamlag. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night for more PFL action.
How does it feel to be man of the match for today?
Very amazing, very amazing. I feel very good.
Anything you would like to tell the fans regarding ACL this coming match?
We are taking it match after match. We have ACL 2 on Thursday. This win will boost our confidence into the next game. It's a challenge 2. Yeah.
Anyone else, or is there anyone you want to shout out for the game?
To the supporters, shout out to them. Amazing support. We thank them. Yeah.